What's up, guys? This is Temperrr, and you're watching the world premiere of FaZeCast. Today we'll be talking about where it began, where we're at, and the future of FaZe Clan.
Mind blown when you guys blew up.
There was no feeling like waiting for the next ElCam to drop.
Everything's about to just go off.
At what point did you realize like it would change your life?
I've never been more entertained by content in my entire life.
I want to smash, bro.
We have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Like, this is rare.
I've never imagined this to happen.
This has been a long time coming for all of us, and it's really just a film version of what we talk about at home. This is us just chilling. Like, this is us just hanging out. In this podcast, we're going to be talking about the past, the present, and the future of FaZe Clan.
And some of our brothers actually couldn't be here with us today. Like Alex is out there filming some crazy stuff for you guys, and Banks also, he was caught up with a lot of things, so he couldn't be with us here today, but they will be here soon.
But we're here, the FaZe house. Most of the FaZe house is here, and you guys are here listening too. So we love you guys, and this is something that you guys have asked for a while too. So we're finally doing it, and this is just gonna be a good little peek into our minds, like the kind of stuff we always talk about. We have a lot of plans and stuff, so this is gonna be a little inside information on everything, and we're gonna communicate with you guys in these two. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
And it's cool too because we have a lot of people that we work with that we haven't really put on to camera, special guests, people that you guys already know, might not know, and we're going to be able to have them on the show and have conversations with them, introduce them to you guys. And on that topic too, if you guys ever have somebody that you guys want to see in the show, whether that's like a famous athlete or a singer or whatever it may be, feel free to just leave it in the comment section or tweet it at one of us with the hashtag FaZeCast, and we're 100% going to try and get them on the show and have a little talk with them.
Yeah, guys, first of many FaZe podcasts. Grab your popcorn, GFUEL, whatever you prefer, and enjoy the first of many FaZe podcasts.
Teeqo!
Temperrr is one of the early members of FaZe. You were around when these guys were creating montage clips for Call of Duty, which I understand is like the beginning of FaZe. At the time, it was considered revolutionary. Tell me who started it, why, and sort of how it changed the whole game.
So there were three original members of FaZe Clan, the founders, which was Housecat, Resistance, and Clips. And basically, Housecat was the one with the PVR, which is the capture card, and he was the one that was going in the lobbies with all of them, and then they would be recording and making videos. And they would basically be making these videos. It'd be highlight compilations with music behind it of their highlights in Call of Duty. But at the time, Trickshotting was just... This was the beginning of Trickshotting, so I think Zergariz was the first person to do a 360. Call of Duty 2, was it?
Yeah, Call of Duty 2.
And then after that, everybody was like, "Wait, like, what is this?" It's like nobody ever played Call of Duty this way. Like nobody ever played any video games like this. So what Trickshotting is basically when you jump off of a building or any platform and you do like you spin 360 or you do a 720, however many times, and you kill someone as you're falling. Typically with a sniper rifle or with a throwing knife or any gun in Call of Duty, basically. So back then, nobody was doing like trickshotting. There was a few people that were trickshotting, but nobody was doing it as a team. So we were the first people. We were the first team to do it collectively and create these team tages, which we called ElCams, and that was our bread and butter. ElCams was something that we'd release like every week, and it was our most popular series.
So you guys are like jumping off of buildings. It was like skateboarding. You guys are doing 360s. You're killing people.
That's basically what it is. Like a lot of the first people that were trick shotters were skateboarders. Because when I first started editing videos, I was editing skateboarding videos, and I would like go out with my friends. We'd be skating and just making these videos, and it would be It would be like the gaming videos was very similar as far as the style goes to like the edits and everything. So it was very normal going into Call of Duty and doing this. It was really cool, like this skateboarding in Call of Duty.
You guys are super close with like Shane O'Neill's one of the best skateboarders in the world. Do you think that's what attracts him to playing Call of Duty and hooking up with you guys? Is this sort of coordination between skateboarding and Call of Duty and those crossovers?
I mean, Shane doesn't play the game like that, but he's like he can relate to the brand because it's very similar to like skateboarding brands as far as just like the dynamic of like, not really caring what other people think. We're just doing our own thing, and
oh yeah, because people used to hate on trick shotters heavy.
It's something that's not like it's not
Yeah.
normal. Like it's a
because it's
unique
not
thing.
playing the game with like the rules where you like capture objectives or like plant a bomb. Like, we would like not plant a bomb to get a trick shot, and people would hate on that in the beginning because because there weren't a lot of people doing it. But
we lose rounds on purpose.
But then we took over the lobbies completely, and then there were no regular lobbies to play. It's actually crazy.
But, I think what you're saying too, like how it relates to skateboarding brand is like just because it's something different. Like skateboarding itself, like obviously, it's just different. Like it was always kind of like, you know, it's not like
it's not a team sport.
It's not
It's an independent. It's an independent like
thing.
Yeah, it's an independent
even
art.
skateboarders like they always
it's like
think about it to the public. People look at skateboarders as like a nuisance, like they're annoying, like older people.
Skateboarding's
like
not a crime, you know.
Yeah.
And people think of gaming the same way, like the stereotype of the gamer sitting alone in his basement. But you guys turned it into this totally social, radical thing that people were doing.
Yeah, so it's almost like you get the whole element of, you know, skateboarding as far as the tricking goes, but you're also killing someone in the game. So it's like almost like you're humiliating them. It's like almost like dunking them.
Like you're
dunking
really
on them.
hitting that.
Honestly,
you're
that's
really hitting that.
It's
We're
like
just dunking on people.
Yeah.
That's
like
awesome.
Posterizing.
I was about to say
and then everyone
posterizing.
screams in the background after, and they get even more.
Yeah, no, the lobbies were so hyped because we'd be all together just like playing. It'd be like a 6-man lobby. We'd go and play Search and Destroy and just fuck shit up.
Is there somebody you guys posterized the most who you would just make absolutely insane?
They're just random kids.
Yeah,
they're always just random.
Right.
Yeah, like
OBJ.
Maybe like your son. No offense. So he'd be playing little Xbox, trying to do good, and he'd get destroyed in front of everyone.
He'd watch our videos, get on, try to do it, and then just get trick shotted and then call it a day. Really.
So how did it go from the founders like Housecat to you guys eventually joining FaZe? Like, how did you guys hook up with FaZe?
So I first learned about FaZe within the first month that it was created, and then 2 months after it was created, I ended up trying out. And Housecat ended up leaving the team like a day before I joined because he wanted to join a different team because the other 2 guys in FaZe weren't doing anything.
Was it Rise?
Yeah, so Housecat joined Rise at the time, RIZE, and I tried out. I ended up joining. It was like I did like a free for all tryout. Like it was like a private free for all tryout.
Back in the day.
Yeah, for FaZe.
What year was
me?
What year was this?
This is 2010. So this is like August 1st, 2010.
Your introduction video is
August 2nd.
That's the first video I saw.
Yeah.
And you're recording it with
the
your
camera.
Yeah, bro. So I didn't have a capture card at the time. So I'd literally I'll be playing it in my stepdad's room, and I'd be sitting down on his bed, and behind the bed there's what do you call it? Like that's attached to the bed, the frame. But you could. I put a camera. Yeah, I put a camera on top of the headboard, and I would zoom in, and it would like face a TV, and I would be recording that way. Before I played on a monitor, I'd be playing on a TV and recording with an actual camera.
That's what I did too.
You did that too?
I had books, and I borrowed my parents' camera, and I put it in front of me, and I had to like look on the side so I could see because it obviously covered half the monitor.
Right. Yeah, mine was like
Good
angled
times.
up, but yeah. So basically, I tried out, I joined, and as soon as I joined, I just felt super passionate about FaZe, and I wanted it to evolve and grow as much as possible. And back then, I was just trying to do as much as I could for it. So I would be designing graphics, editing videos, recruiting players, also playing myself. And then eventually, we needed other people to recruit, and Apex was one of the first people that we recruited back in 2011. And then
good time.
And then Teeqo a month later.
Yeah, and then Teeqo a month later.
You were really sliding into my YouTube DMs because that was like the stuff back in the days.
I slid into the FaZe's YouTube
DMs. I actually got hit up.
No, I remember before you joined,
Yeah.
we were doing like a top 5 trick shots of the month.
But even
I
before
won that too.
I tried to try out. Like tryouts weren't really a thing, but I sent a message, FaZe Clan tryout.
Really?
You know, I was 14 trying to like scheme my way in. Tommy replied. I sent you a montage and you liked it. You added me on Xbox. It was all looking good. Then he deleted me out of nowhere.
Damn, I didn't know about that.
But then it's all good because like 3 months later, I still had you on Skype, and then the top 5 thing happened, and then he added me to the FaZe chat, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to join FaZe?"
This is 2010
You
still?
just
2011.
You just
2011.
I just cleaned
So
my bathroom.
back then we were only putting out. Yeah.
I didn't shit my pants, but like I might as well. I pretended I didn't have a mic because I was too scared to talk.
Dude, it was that was the biggest deal that everybody. That's all we cared about back then.
Joining
like,
FaZe?
If you could join FaZe, or if you were in FaZe, like you were at
That
the
was
top,
life.
Like,
That
I
was
went to
life.
school every
It
day and
literally was
everything,
life.
but if I
And
didn't
this
get
was
into
when-
FaZe, nothing mattered.
And it was still small though. I joined when we had like 40,000 subs. It wasn't even
No,
big,
no,
but we were
60.
really popping
I
off.
joined at 60,000. You joined a little later, so like it was probably around
I
like
was
80.
right before
Yeah.
100.
And we had like 13 people in FaZe when I
Yeah.
joined.
Yeah.
So
I
it
was in the
a small
100K live
roster.
stream. We did a 100K live stream. I was in
And it
it,
was
I
all
remember.
montage
That's
clips.
dope.
It was
Yes,
all.
yes.
It was
I remember
all
the
trick
100K
shot.
live
Yeah.
stream.
Tommy
It
was,
was
like
long, right?
Tommy was like one of the only people that showed his face at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when
I'm-
was the transition to you guys doing the trick shotting to becoming to showing your faces and vlogging?
So it was
2013.
straight video games. We would just be uploading video game highlights and all the montages and stuff up until it was
2013.
No way.
No,
Yeah.
2012.
And I promise
think.
you it was 2013. I
2013.
remember.
I joined.
So-
Okay,
so
so,
you-
I
so-
put out my day in the life video.
Yeah,
it was
so
100K
you-
when I hit 100K.
Tommy was like I said, you were like one of the only people that were doing that at the time. And like you were vlogging, you were going to events and stuff, and then all of us were like, damn, like this looks cool, let's do it.
Yeah, so we got a video coming up. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this one.
This is before the New York
Oh,
house.
Yeah, this
Yes.
was before
This
we had the official FaZe house. This was the one me and Banks when we shared an apartment together.
Yeah, so this was like the original first time you guys moved in. This kind
Yeah.
of started. This house kind of like
set the tone
set the
for
tone, yeah.
yeah.
This is October 2014.
This is a hella funny video.
Because
honestly.
I was there, I flew in, and it was like just before I really, or not, no, I had joined FaZe, and we were talking about moving into New York,
Mhm.
but we were still in Boston, and I flew to Boston,
Yeah.
and I was with you guys, and this actually happened twice, back-to-back days.
Dude, I couldn't believe it because it's like Banks was never playing video games in my room.
Right.
The two times that he did, he just got.
Hit in the
I mean,
face.
yeah. He just got hit in the face with his soccer balls.
And it's the best person for this to happen to is Banks.
Yeah.
Because
his
the reactions
temper,
are
yeah.
This
priceless.
was completely accidental and like.
It's not set up at
Yeah.
all. It actually happened back-to-back nights when me and Tommy
And
were
he-
just messing around
And
in
he
the
happened
apartment.
he happened to be recording while
both
you know
times.
like
Yeah.
he's the one that set
Because
up
we
the
were
recording.
grinding free-for-all. We were
Yeah.
like streaming and playing and trying to get clips.
What game was this?
Modern Warfare 2.
Let's see it.
Really?
Modern
Okay.
Warfare 2 free-for-all, yeah.
I just hit a hit marker. For real?
Ooh, Teeqo.
Look at this, dude.
Banks looks
Look at me dying and then just getting like, oh, okay, he's actually mad. And I just get low-key and just go back all the way.
I'm not overreacting. I'm just.
I love it because we know his face when he's mad more than anyone. When you live with someone, you can just read it.
Thought it was the next day. Dude.
Dude, come the fuck on, man. Are you serious?
He even laughs, right?
Yeah, bro, because it's crazy. We shot it from the hallway. It bounced on the door to his face.
Look at Teeqo dying. Watch. Teeqo comes in crying.
In the fucking head, dude.
Because, bro, I couldn't believe it hit him. We were shooting it from the hallway. It bounced on a door and then hit his face.
It bounced on the door handle.
Look, he's trying not to laugh.
Yo, I'm gonna pause this fucking record.
And I went instantly to stop the recording to just rewatch it because I would just had to watch it. I couldn't-
Yo, wait.
Oh, actually, that from your room. That's.
All right, well, fuck it.
So the decision to move to New York, obviously you guys wanted to get a house together, but one of the big reasons was because that's where GFUEL was.
Yep.
So, tell me how that started.
We were initially planning on living in California from the beginning. Like, I've wanted to live in California the last 8 years of my life, and I thought that it would be the best place for FaZe too. But it kind of just, we were presented the opportunity to live in New York because it was next to GFUEL, and we were doing a lot of things with them at the time. So we moved to New York, and we were there for 2 years.
Just talking about the fans. So, FaZe Clan has this insanely engaged, devoted fan base. I think right now it's over 105 million people around the world are FaZe Clan fans. Just insane. We did research, and you guys have more mentions on Twitter than Justin Bieber, major rock stars. I mean, what is it about FaZe fans that make them so engaged with you guys?
I think it's because we're so real. Like,
We're relatable.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
just normal. We're
relatable.
just normal people. We're like these kids that grew up playing video games, and we did it together, and we made videos together, and we're just, like we're no different than anybody else. We're just normal kids.
Yeah, they've kind of grown up with you. It's like you guys have they're like on the same journey as you.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between I feel like YouTube and like celebrities, because that's how I always used to look at it. I think like celebrities are just like I don't know, not as like personal. Like you look at a celebrity and you like, oh, that's a celebrity. But if you look at a big YouTube, even though it's turning into that now, but I feel like when you look at a big YouTuber, you're like, oh, it's a regular dude who had a camera and got big like that, versus like.
And you kind of know that person too.
Yeah.
It's like not just
more
someone you know because they're famous. You know them because you have watched them or like actually know stuff about them. It's not just like, oh, he made a song or he's in that movie.
But
he's famous.
I think it started off with Call of Duty though, because like
it did.
Everybody our age group can bond
Modern
over the
Warfare
fact
2.
that we played Modern Warfare 2.
Every single
Literally,
person
it's
played
insane.
Modern Warfare
I'll meet
2.
random people and we could just talk about it and we'll bond over it. But the thing that was I think craziest about that is like you said, celebrities and stuff, when you look at them, they're just these older people that like, whatever. Us, we're just all 14, 15, 16 and people could play with us. Like it was more interactive. Like we'd get into lobbies with people. So like,
and we did what they did.
And they literally were doing what we did exactly.
All right, this is Lance from Baltimore. This is like competition question. If you guys were to go head to head on Call of Duty in the house, who would come out on top? Who's the best COD player?
I say Rain would.
Okay, Rain.
Rain's a little nerd.
Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2, I stand a chance.
Good. He's always.
Yeah, I do.
Nah, Norton would be every single one of us.
I'm sorry, but he's just dumb good. Like, actually. Look at how happy he is. It's the truth, though. You would win. Like, he would destroy us.
Yeah, he would. No,
he could not play for like 3 months and then play for like 10 minutes.
Honestly,
Tommy thinks he could
catch me on Modern Warfare 2. Though.
I know. That's how I met you. Don't you remember that? I beat you when I was 14.
Times have changed.
I think Norton would beat the crap out of any of us.
I knew Tommy was gonna think you could beat him in MW2.
Wait, I mean,
I'll
what do you mean?
definitely give you a try.
We could put
Bro,
this statement to the test.
The reason I'm so
I'm
confident.
down.
I'll give you a shot.
Yeah, I'll give you a shot.
Hey, on the new gaming channel, you guys 1v1.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be
Put
good.
that
Yeah,
out.
we'll be able to
How about we
see.
just do a whole FaZe House tournament just so I can prove a quick point real quick?
We all know you're gonna beat us.
No, yeah,
Tommy thinks he could beat you, so we'll go put that to the test.
I mean, pound for pound, who's the best
First live
gamer
stream?
in the house? I mean, like.
Oh, I don't know about gamer.
Probably Teeqo.
Let's think about CS and
Yeah.
stuff.
CS, I'm like, I don't know about you guys,
No,
but I'm
you
way
got-
ahead of that guy over there.
Whoa, you get carried there.
Oh, talking about CS though, we just won New York.
Yeah, that was
That's
huge.
awesome.
Yeah, we
That
got
was-
yeah.
we
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
that team now in Counter Strike.
Our
We
team's
got
nasty.
that team.
Honestly,
That was
We have the Warriors, bro.
Or the
That was
Golden
actually the
CS
most.
Warriors.
That was one of the most dominant performances in a tournament history.
We almost
in
16-0
Counter-Strike.
to team in the finals.
What
would be
does
the
that
first time
mean
ever.
for you guys to like? It's Barclays Center, the palace that Jay-Z built, and your guys, the FaZe Counter-Strike team, is winning the entire tournament.
We didn't win
Bro.
the tournament, Jimmy. We like destroyed the tournament. Yeah.
But more than
I was like, wait, what?
I'm not trying to like be a cocky or anything, but it was just stupid. Like actually,
Nah,
Dude, I
but
was-
more
I was
than that,
so
it's
fun to
It's
watch.
not even about like just winning the specific tournament. It's like the journey of how like the team got formed.
Yeah, it's been a
and
long.
I feel like I shouldn't even talk about this because I wasn't super involved in like it starting up, but just seeing it get to where it is today is
Yeah.
absolutely incredible. It's crazy because we
Dude.
came into the CS scene as like this Call of Duty organization, like these Call of Duty gamers, and like at that time there was like kind of a big split, and like people in like one community didn't really like each other, especially like
Go
CS,
back
Call
to
of Duty,
COD.
whatever.
Oh, yeah,
and like when we came in, they were
those.
like, "Oh, you guys go back to Call of Duty, whatever." Like there was
Yeah.
all this kind of like what's it called not stereotype, but
Stigma?
Stigma. Exactly. There's a stigma
Got
about us,
you.
and like we got in there and we kind of we bought a whole team, 5 players all off the bat, and we were kind of doing okay, but
we just
weren't
had
really
to.
winning
It was
anything.
a whole learning thing.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
We didn't know much when we got in there. Then we just started making trades, buying players, doing this, doing that. We learned how to kind of maneuver around
bench
the scene.
players, unbench players.
Yeah, and then boom, like now we have like one of the most skilled teams ever, probably.
Yeah,
Ever
and it's
established.
crazy what you were saying too. Like it's all learning. Like the way you treat or the way that we treat our pros, especially in like all of our pros, but
Yeah.
the CS:GO specifically, it's like a professional sports team, like a football team, NFL team,
Yeah.
NBA team. Like you really gotta
Dude,
be that to be the best. And
sorry to cut you off. I need to give a shout out to Robin because
yeah,
he's been the coach.
Shout out to Robin.
Robin's
Huge
been the
shout out to
coach
Robin.
since the beginning, and like I said, it was probably kind of tough for him at the beginning because we were new, we were learning, but he was cool the whole time.
Killed
He
it.
understood that was like a new thing, and now we're at the point that we've all been waiting to get to, which is so exciting.
And I mean Rain too, because he's
And
been
Rain,
in since
yeah,
day
yeah,
one.
yeah.
We
Rain's
built
been
the
in-
whole team around
Dude,
Rain.
Rain's,
Hobart.
Rain's one of the best players in the world.
Thanks.
Yeah, we just had a discussion
kinds?
in the car here.
Yeah, me and Teeqo were freaking
like
out watching
Rain.
him play.
Yeah, but he's like he's not underrated because people know how good he is, but he's never
underrated.
talked about, and he's
Yeah.
so
No,
good.
but now it's
He's
about
so-
to happen.
No,
now
it's
he's
like
finally getting
it's,
exposed.
it's like starting to come, but he's always been in kind of like the backlight of someone else when he deserves so much more attention than he
Dude,
gets, in my opinion. He's
dude, our
he's
whole
one of the
team.
smartest players to ever touch.
Yo,
And one of the
literally our
most
whole
one of the
clutch
most
player.
common collective
yes,
players.
that's like one of the most important players to have in a team.
Yeah.
He can win any round for you always.
Like, that's the crazy thing. There's literally not one and I'm not just saying this because it's our team. There's literally not one person on the team that I would want like to be replaced at. Like, we have the perfect
And
team.
4 of them have at one point been considered the best player in the world.
Yo, real quick, I
Just
feel like
saying.
our pros are probably going to see this. I just want you guys to know it's a special message from Lucas to the pros, kind of all of us. But we are your biggest fans. Like, when we
We
watch,
love
specifically,
you guys.
specifically Apex
Actually.
and Teeqo, because they really do watch every game. But we watch every tournament. We're usually all together, too. We're either in Northern's room, we're in the living room, and we go
They know.
crazy over
I
you
can
guys.
vouch these guys were freaking out
Yeah.
in the living room.
They saw
Yeah, we're just watching.
They
big.
all saw when we freaked out when we won the first event, and they know. Dude, you got a nicer setup than us. How you doing, dude?
Thank you. So my question is, after joining FaZe, obviously you guys joined FaZe like earlier on, and it was like a big deal to you. But after joining FaZe, at what point did you realize like it would change your lives like forever, pretty much?
For me, it was a New York house.
Yeah, I was about to say New York.
Moving into that house after like a couple months, and like
Okay.
I was like, oh, like life's a way different
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Not even
Yeah.
just living, but like we were just talking about fans coming to the house, just meeting people everywhere we went together. We used to start travel like at that time we traveled together a lot
everywhere.
too.
Yeah.
So like it was just way different than being in community college like 2 months before.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's for
Cool,
me.
cool.
Yeah, no,
And-
literally exact same answer. Like New York, because that's like dropped out of high school, moved to New York, so it's like that's when life started for me, pretty much.
When everything changed.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything changed then.
Yeah,
That's-
for me, I'd say a few months before that, like it was just, things were picking up and we were just making the most of it, and we were talking about moving into a house, and like I don't know, I had no doubt in my mind that we were gonna do something big. I just didn't really know like what we were
Nice.
gonna be doing.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
I guess the first day I thought life would change was when Banks asked me to move into the FaZe house. That's when I was like, whoa, I'm really not going to college. I'm gonna play video games every day and just and make a living off that. That's kind of lit. So
It was,
That's awesome.
Yeah, for me it was MLG Columbus 2014, right before we moved in, because that's when I got asked to move in, and I was like, oh, I'm really not gonna be living in Sweden anymore.
yeah. So
Like,
all,
I'm not gonna be working at a grocery
Yeah,
store.
it's-
You know,
for everybody, it's
it's
crazy.
literally all of us is moving in because that was such a big like move
Yeah.
in life.
Mm.
But obviously, I don't know. Obviously, we knew like it wasn't gonna be normal life like while we were in FaZe. But
Yeah.
that I don't know. When you move in together, it just
and
That's
as
such a
much we
huge
grew
commitment,
as well
yeah.
in New York.
Yeah.
Like the growing part is what, like not just living together, but like how fast everything.
Did my
just-
laundry for the first time in New
yeah,
York, dude. It's crazy as shit.
laundry is not fun.
Never
Tommy
done my
put
laundry.
bleach thinking it was just regular pod. And
Really?
bleached all of his
Oh, man.
clothes.
I didn't know anything about that.
I didn't remember that.
I didn't know anything about
Dude, none
laundry.
of us
Yeah,
knew.
yeah, yeah.
We didn't
I'm
know
like,
what was
where,
going
I'm
on.
like, where the hell is my mom, dude?
Me too, dude. I never did laundry in my life.
We never had forks. We never had anything.
We didn't have anything. Literally.
The heater didn't even work.
No,
Bro, I just
And then we had
no internet, no heater.
and then any
Nothing.
dishes we had were dirty 90% of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And then Banks would drop them off the stairs too for like Snapchats and stuff. Like the bowls would just be
throw
gone.
out food.
Yeah, but that's definitely. I think all of our lives changed when we moved into a house.
yeah.
That's just like.
yup.
Yeah, that's
no,
awesome.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Where are you from, dude?
Minnesota.
Nice.
Nice.
How long,
Yeah.
how long have you been watching FaZe for?
Well, I watched you guys probably in, I want to say like 2012 for a little bit. Then I fell off of YouTube. I didn't really do it or like watch anything too much. And then just probably the last 2 years. So yeah,
Sure.
love
So
your stuff.
Around the same time.
So, like,
New York,
Thanks,
huh?
man.
That's dope. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for your question.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
so much.
no worries.
Oh yeah, man.
Thank you.
Hey, nice
Have a
talking
good
to
one,
you,
man.
bro.
Talking
Peace
to you,
out,
too.
man.
Yep.
All right, we got Twitter questions coming in hot and heavy over the wire. First one is from Jess at JezzyLove, and she asks, "What was your parents' first reaction when you told them you were moving into the FaZe house?"
Oh,
Who
wants to take this one?
That's a good one.
You want to just? I could take it and we'll go down.
Okay,
Yeah.
start aping.
Okay.
You got it.
So, my mom's reaction always throughout YouTube was like, "Oh, that's cool, but like, focus on school, sweetie. Focus on school." I'm like, "All right." But I remember I went to BJ's, the restaurant here, and I had my whole family, and I was so nervous to tell them I wanted to move. My brothers knew and everyone knew, but then I told them and they were just like, I don't know. They didn't even have to react. They were just like quiet for a second, like, oh, if that's what you think's best. I was my mom, if that's what you think is best, we'll support you. And my dad was like, yeah, like my dad is hella hyped. He's like, let's do it. It's gonna be good. Like, my dad was hyped. My mom was obviously it's your mom.
Sketched out a little bit.
She was not sketched out, but she was like sad. She was hella sad.
Yeah.
I remember she cried when I moved to. I was like, shit, I can't see that. But no, honestly, I was surprised. They're like, if that's what you think's best, like we support you. I was like, all right, cool.
That's
like,
dope.
Yeah, because they're always all about school. But I was like, Mom, so I'm dropping all my classes, and I think I moved to New York. And they're just like, okay, what are they gonna say, you know?
Yeah.
But they're supportive.
I think Norton is a little simpler than that. There's a little bit of a different.
I just said later. And then I said, I'm moving to New York, Mom. It's like, it's been real. Thank you for everything. I'm out. No, but really, it's pretty much the same as Apex. Like, I just told them, like, hey, like, you know, we're all moving to New York. And I already told them before that we might be moving, so she knew. And then, but yeah, she cried her eyes out, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it was hard. She was really sad.
But there wasn't
Yeah.
any weirdness, like you're moving in with a bunch of video game
No, we got
players.
past that.
We already
were
knew
already
each
like
other.
past that.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
they already knew like who I was living with, and they already knew everything about them, so they were cool with it
Yeah.
for the most part.
They were excited more than
Yeah.
anything, yeah.
Yeah, my mom was like, she was sad about it. Obviously, this is the first time I moved to a different state away from her, so she cried, and you know, typical mom stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was chill. It's like, I mean, I was already living by myself, but like, but that was like near her, but you know.
And
Yeah,
you're,
true.
how old are you? You're like 23
What
when you moved
When
to
we moved
New York?
when I moved to where?
New
To
York.
New York.
To New York?
Or no, like 20. You're
You're
younger.
like
I must have been
21.
21. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No
we were like
way.
18, so it was a little different for us, though.
Yeah,
But yeah, you were already living on your own too.
a little bit. Yeah.
Dude, I'm trying so hard to remember like what their reaction was, but I really can't, and I feel like that's because I genuinely wouldn't have cared either way if they were like with it or without it, because I was gonna do it either way.
Yeah.
Literally, I was right out of high school, got
That's
asked to move
nice.
in the FaZe house. Now I remember my mom's reaction. She was just hyped because she like knew what FaZe was, and she knew like how hard I worked to get into it, and like
Yeah.
then when I got, she like obviously knew
Knowing your
thousands
mom,
and stuff.
she was probably so hyped.
Yeah, no, she was super hyped. I don't remember what my dad said. I feel like he didn't really know what it was all about. I feel like he might have been a little bit more sketched out just because I was supposed to go to college. Like, I got accepted into a school called UC Santa Cruz, which is like a pretty good school. It's like part of the UC system, and like that's like the whole like, you know, idea. Like, you're in high school, you got to get into college, and like that's my dad never went to college, so like, and he worked as a like ass off to get to where he is, so like he's all about college. So he was probably a little bit sketched out. Taco?
Yeah, no school for me either. I kind of just like, it all happened, MLG Columbus, 2014.
Oh, that's
whatever.
right. You had no idea you were
And I didn't really know. And then you guys just asked me. I came back home. I'm like, yo, I might be moving to New York. And they were like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, I'm quitting my job this week. I'm just gonna move to New York with the guys. And just like,
I'm quitting,
and
Mom.
just,
I
like,
already quit.
and just like see how it goes.
Yours
The
is
story
craziest.
about how you came back into FaZe is
Yeah,
It is a
actually
crazy
Yeah, that's
story. Yeah.
And then the fact that the house was tied into it.
I
you
know,
you gotta
it's
you gotta
insane.
explain it, because
Alright,
that's
so-
that story is
He wasn't
insane.
even in FaZe for like what, a month before you joined, before you moved
Yeah,
to the
pretty
house.
So
much.
you joined FaZe
I joined back
initially
at
in
MLG
2011,
Anaheim.
but you joined initially in 2011, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
April
and then
2011.
you were there for like a year to two, and then
2012, yeah.
And then
summer 2012, I quit.
and then
had
you
a break for like 2 years.
bro, you quit and you disappeared off like the grid,
Literally
bro.
disappeared.
I
I didn't
remember
watch any videos. I was mind blown when you guys blew up. I had no clue you guys were like pulling crazy. I'm like, no way, these guys are like.
What were you
uploading
doing
every
back
day.
in the grocery
I
store?
made some
He was making
video. No,
music.
sorry, I made some music. I was DJing and I was working at a grocery store for a little.
Yeah.
And then I just had a crazy dream, legit dream, out of nowhere, with zero plans of coming back. I had a dream that I was on IKEA with Tommy and Banks buying furniture because we were moving in with each other. And this is when I had no contact with anyone in FaZe. I was not in FaZe. My Xbox wasn't plugged in. Like, I was doing nothing a part of it. I have a dream.
That's crazy.
And then I contact Tommy, and then all that happened.
And
Yeah,
Tommy,
he
Tommy,
hit me up.
Tommy
he
gave
hit me
the
up
most
on
Tommy
Facebook.
response ever. He's like,
Bro,
why does it have to be a dream?
Yeah, right?
It's like, just come.
Tommy's like, well, it's not a dream if it ends up happening. Just Tommy being hella positive as
Yeah.
always. Like, yeah, just come, bro, just come. I'm like, oh, okay. And it all just worked out. It really
Dude,
is like that.
crazy.
It's
Like,
insane.
You had an epiphany.
That's crazy, the amount of fate that that has brought you guys together. All the
Yeah. Actually,
different
yeah.
things
Yeah.
that have
Everyone.
molded you guys in that way.
It's kind of stupid.
It's
My
wild,
parents,
man.
though, they were cool with it, considering I moved across the world and like without not really being in it, or them not really seeing, like, not even at work at that point, or like a full-time job for me. But they were still cool with it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
And without a visa, I was there for 3 months. We were kind of like
Scheming.
we were kind of like locked inside on Christmas Eve and stuff, eating pizza because we couldn't leave.
All right, well, this is from Derek in Rochester. Do you guys get a lot of snail mail? And if so, what's the craziest thing anybody has ever sent you in the mail? You guys get any weird
snail
crap
Yeah, so what's
in the
a
mail?
snail mail?
So snail mail.
That
is
is
just
the
weird
U.S.
shit.
mail service, the mailman, the dude that puts crap through the slot in your door and you open it. Or
That's Amazon.
yeah, it's like Amazon, but it's the U.S. Postal Service.
Well,
What's the craziest thing a fan has ever sent you in the
A
mail?
fish.
no, a dead shark.
Oh, a dead shark. Yeah, I don't like that.
We randomly calls me in his room. Rain is like, come look at this. I'm like, what? And he has his camera, so I know it's weird. I was like poking at the box, trying to open it. And I pull out a bottle with like a dead shark in it. And that
That's
reels
weird,
it. I was
bro.
like, what
That
is
is
this?
weird.
It is hella weird.
Is that really the weirdest thing we've
Is that
done?
the weirdest thing?
Or the fish. Like that was just random.
Oh, we got a
What
live.
fish,
We
dude.
got a. Okay,
A
that
pet
was
fish.
weird. That was at the New York house.
Yeah.
The dead shark was in fan mail. But at the,
That could have been like a threat, like from the movie The Godfather. When they send you a fish wrapped in newspaper, it means he sleeps with the fishes. It's
No.
like you're gonna die.
Oh.
dude, this fish. I literally I came home one day at the front door. There was just a FedEx box.
Mm.
I opened it up, and there was a baggie, like a plastic baggie with water and a little fish in it. It got shipped through the mail and everything. We took it out, put it in a bowl, and it lived for. It's probably still.
FaZe fish.
I don't know where it
it's
is
been
now.
alive.
It was FaZe fish. Yeah, we got a live fish.
So like no panties, no weird food,
Oh,
no weird
we,
powders.
Didn't we get sent a dildo or some shit?
Oh,
Yeah, lots of dildos, lots of
One,
knives,
we've
like
got
lots of very
tens of
massive,
20.
deadly knives.
Yeah, about
deadly knives.
Yeah,
Just talk about. I mean, okay, that's
Yeah,
weird.
no, yeah, people did start
people
sending
send us
knives.
weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yo, I
bro.
forgot about that. We got
We have
so
got
many
so
knives.
many
Oh yeah.
crazy
I was a knife
things.
hoarder. I had hella knives.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Oh, yeah.
cool though.
Now it became a thing though too because Norden had that series where he was opening mail on his channel, and then like as more crazy stuff came in and we like got hyped about it on camera, we'd be like, oh, this is crazy, like send us more crazy stuff. They just started sending like all kinds of stuff, knives.
And you guys had that sick throwing knife wall at the house, the New York house, right?
Yeah, my bad.
Ninja stars.
That's
I don't know
Yeah.
what he's
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
the
Not sure.
shurikens, ninja stars, like throwing knives, all that stuff. We're just
And-
throwing at walls.
Hey, what's
Sid.
up, Sid?
What's up?
Nothing. What's up with you guys?
We just
Nothing
podcasting.
much. Yeah. This
We're
podcast.
just
Yeah.
talking.
How you doing? You have a question for us?
Good. Yeah, I do. What's your favorite memory from the New York house?
Well, that's a good question.
Dude, that house is filled with literally
Good memories.
Great memories.
There's so
Literally,
many good
always,
memories.
we always talk about
and
it.
even the
Yeah.
bad ones are memorable because they're just
Exactly.
so bad.
Because
So
they're also kind of funny at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Those are secrets.
I would
so.
say on
Teeqo?
top of my head, just like the most fun, like out of just feeling happy and just laughing. And I guess it's just me and Norden when we did a scaring prank.
Oh,
on
On
Adapt.
that, that's probably the
When
best
we
moment of my
just-
life. Yeah.
I
When
wish
we
I
just
was
kept
there.
hearing.
Alex
I love
stuttering.
it. I love it.
Yeah, no,
I
that was
love
probably
it.
the best moment
And
of my
we
life. I
were
wish you were
just
there.
laughing.
I
like,
wish I was there so bad.
Oh,
dude.
man.
I actually think still to this day that's like top 3 the most I've,
Bro, I've never
ever
laughed that hard.
in my life.
Like,
No,
I was
actually, I
dying.
could not
I thought
stop
I was
laughing.
gonna die.
Wait,
Yeah.
when what was
When
this?
Alex
when
was
me and
stuttering
Norden,
one.
Bro,
That
even
was-
remember
Yeah,
when I
no,
first
I was
showed
thinking
it to you
about
the
that
first
too.
time?
I was thinking
remember
about that,
showing
bro.
it to you.
I was dead, dude. I was actually dead when you first showed me that.
Damn, that's a hard question. I can never pinpoint one. But Blaze, what
I
about
had
you?
to think about it for a second, but honest, I've had a lot of really fun times in that house. That house is like probably will for a long time be like the best time of my life.
It will.
Yeah.
But specifically, one of my favorite ones is just whipping the R8 with Norden on the side of the freeway in New York. Is so much fun, because we always play the same songs and we both
Tuki
like
knows too,
we have a
boy.
little connection when it comes to like certain songs that we just absolutely just vibe off each other, and he would just whip it. He would whip it. So I think we went like, what are we allowed to say how quick we
We went 65.
We were going this is the speed limit super safely with our seatbelts on.
not shirtless.
Not sure. Temperrr?
Dude, the one I can remember right now is the same one that Teeqo said,
Yeah,
the adapt stuttering.
that was
But
funny.
like I'm sure there's like better
That's
moments.
sick,
I
and you
just
weren't
can't
even
think of
there.
them right now.
It's hard. It's hard to
Yeah.
like. There's so many funny,
There's so-
like great moments in that house.
Yeah.
How about you, Apex?
What's yours?
I just told you that thing was the best moment of my life. Period.
Yeah, it's
That was
so
so awesome.
good. I'm so happy you went upstairs and brought me and told me to
Or
vlog
my
and
last
go
day in
down
New
and
York.
try scare him too.
Yeah.
Because that's
Teeqo's
literally how it
laughing made that
happened.
such a funny video.
Bro, I
like
couldn't
actually
stop
so
laughing.
funny.
Yeah.
I actually could not breathe. Like I've probably never laughed
Bro,
that
we
much
hit
ever.
the floor. What do you mean? Like we were
Yeah, we
dying?
lay down in the stairs, just hearing him stuttering, and he just kept going. Like
But when he
I actually
forces
thought, like
it.
I actually thought he was like kidding, because
I
like
wish
he
Alex
just
was
kept
here.
going. I
I
was like,
wish he
"There's
was
no way
here.
he's
Yeah, I
serious."
wish it was fake.
He'd get
It's not.
roasted.
Honestly, that was obviously everyone. That's like one of the most iconic.
Packing
Peanuts
I
was
wasn't
fun.
there though. My least favorite definitely Packing Peanuts.
Packing
Don't try to say that was my favorite. Honestly though, I don't know. Literally just the whole like, just chilling, like chilling in the basement, just like talking, just going off.
Basement. Hey.
My
Throwing knives.
favorite, I can't think of, like a certain specific memory, but like you said, driving on the freeway. Mine was kind of just like when we just go downstairs and chill. Me and Rain gossip.
Yeah,
together.
something simple.
Fun in the
Gossip
basement.
girls.
I love just going to the basement, just talking for like hours.
Dude, I honestly love playing basketball with you guys there.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was,
we played at
that
Elkham's.
was
So
a
much
lot of fun. Yeah,
That's one of my favorite times too. When we're all
Yeah,
playing
I
basketball.
dude, the whole
I
house.
never really
I
played
can't
basketball.
like the whole house was just great memory.
Yeah.
Like you said, even the bad stuff. I love it. I love thinking back of like the stuff we all went through. Like I don't know, it's cool to think
crazy.
of.
Yeah.
All right, Sid, we have a question for you. What is your favorite
Okay.
video we recorded in the New York house from like back in the days?
Ooh.
I would probably have to say
Please be mine.
either the packing peanut prank or the
Ooh.
stuttering.
Hey, both mine. Let's go. What's up, though?
See, that's how good they are.
Rain
like,
had the bangers back in the day.
They were
bangers.
They were
Already
mega.
know.
I was low key
hate
a part of
the
both
packing
of them,
peanuts.
so I'm
This-
happy about that.
The packing peanuts still follow me to this day. Blaziken came in my room, put one on my desk, like
Like a couple days ago.
I came in my room and there's packing peanut on the desk.
Your eye just twitched a little
My eyes
bit.
did. They're always coming at me, dude.
You were so pissed. You just got
Yeah, I
home.
was pissed. I just got home from a flight at 6 a.m. and I was so tired.
I
And
knew
I just
about it.
You knew about it?
Yeah,
Scumbag.
of course.
Yeah, you scammed me. You told him.
No,
You
I
didn't tell me.
didn't.
You
He
should have
saw my
told me.
text. You
Oh, you
saw
didn't
my
scam
text
me?
in the Uber on the way
Scumbag,
back.
Teeqo. Scumbag.
Mm.
What kind of friend are you? We were skydiving
Bro,
together.
what am I supposed to do?
24 hours before we jumped out of an airplane together and you didn't even tell me.
You jumped yesterday. You didn't even tell me.
Yeah, but it's because I was... yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sid.
Yeah.
Thanks
Don't
for the
let
question, Sid.
Apex say some like that.
Hey,
right?
hey,
You were the
you
reason
calm
the
down
banger
over there,
created,
bro.
right?
Blaze, chill out.
If it wasn't for you, there'd be no banger.
Right?
Anyways,
We kept it alive.
packing peanut prank, never again.
Dude, that
It's
time,
happening.
the time we went to Orlando too, and
coming.
we got to, what was it, paramotoring? That
Yeah.
was sick.
Yeah, that
looked
was.
scary.
That was
was
so
cool.
sick.
There's a lot of good memories in that 2 years span. That was amazing. Crazy life experiences. But
Oh yeah.
thank you, Sid.
Yeah,
for the
thank
question.
you. Thank
your
you so
time.
much,
It was
Sid.
nice to meet
Appreciate
you.
you.
Sid, you're awesome.
Thanks for talking to me.
Of
Thank you
course.
so
Thank
much.
Thank you so much. Have a great
I'll
day.
talk to you later.
Have a nice
You
weekend.
too.
All right, let's go back to the Twitter mailbag. They're coming in hot and heavy still.
What do we got, Jimmy?
This one is ElCams 50
Ooh,
the last ElCams ep, or will
Yes.
there be more to come after World War II?
I think it's done. I think ElCams is done.
Yeah. Listen, I don't think it's gonna
I don't
come
think
back.
I don't think we could just bring it back and
It's one of
because
the.
if you do 51, like we're
You have to do
dedicated to like
52.
killing it. And like I just don't we're gonna make montages and stuff, I'm sure, but I don't ElCams itself.
ElCams is something that was just like.
What is ElCams to people who don't know?
So
Go ahead,
ElCams,
tell me.
yeah, ElCams was like our bread and butter. Like that was like, ElCams was this trick shotting series we had we'd post it one like twice a
much-
month,
oh.
3 times. I don't know.
I don't know. It slowed down over the years, but like that's the thing. That
I felt like it used to be
FaZe
once
took
a week.
off like first because it was like I think it was once a week. You guys used to post them
Yeah,
weekly,
yeah, that makes sense.
and then like over time it used to become once a month. But it became such a big thing in the community.
Yeah.
Like when
Wanted to make it
ElCams was
special.
coming out, everybody was watching.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah. ElCams was the thing that we had out when we first started FaZe, and but that was when trick shotting was first like popping. That's when trick shotting actually started blowing up, and ElCams was that one series that people would watch every single week or whenever it came out that had the best trick shotting in it, the best clips. Like so, everybody was watching it.
It was just new too. No one. It was
No
just
one
the
did it.
best
Yeah.
thing. It was the best piece of like entertainment for that. Like for that.
Who came up with the name?
scene,
It's a
yeah.
great name.
It is a great name.
I actually don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good.
I,
don't
feel
know.
like Clips probably came up with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ElCams,
probably.
that is a dope.
You know, my
and
first time
IlFeeds was good
commenting
too.
on ElCams, I commented saying that they spelt it wrong. Like I was like 13 or 12, bro, and I was dead serious. I'm like, yo, you guys spelled that wrong.
ElCams was
Sounded wrong.
great times.
Such
That's
great
why
times.
I think we need to respect it. So like not make any more.
No, I agree with
Because
that.
they're so amazing that like
Pl-
now
plus
we
it
wouldn't
took
be able
us,
to live
like-
up to it.
Plus, it took us like 2.5 years to release the last episode.
Bro, the thing is,
Now we're done.
Bro, the thing is, we never like really like we were planning on releasing it, and then it kind of got put off, and then we're like, all right, it's never gonna happen, and then it like ended up happening.
Yeah, after the first time we put it off, it kind of like It was kind of bad.
Because
There was
needed to
never a
be
point
so
where it would have
good.
made sense.
Yeah.
And you just
Right.
needed to be so good we
Honestly,
couldn't really
what I
do it.
wish we could have done was if they remastered Modern Warfare 2 and made that.
Oh.
Yeah, that would have been
That would've been
crazy.
good.
But
I
we
would
could
be
not.
playing
We
that.
couldn't just keep waiting for that. So
See, I
No,
actually
but they
would've gra- I would
but they
play that.
remastered Call of Duty 4 and it wasn't the same. So like the best thing that they could do is to make it backwards compatible because I
With
can't
new servers.
I can't see them remastering it and making the game just
Adding
as good.
maps.
They won't make it
There's
better.
no, there's
you're
no
I think
way.
even though like
That's true.
even if that all happens, I don't think we'd like be able to make another ElCams. I don't know.
You know, even if that happened,
I just think
I
it's
can't see that
too
either.
it's too like
yeah,
good of a series that we need to just cap it, like just let it
It had its time.
let it
It
live
had its
now.
time.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, it's probably a good time to interject that we actually are going to start a full gaming channel that on
Yeah.
YouTube
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
where people are going to be able to watch gameplay basically 24/7 live streams. So like ElCams is just going to be like the tip of the sword. It'll be ElCams all day long now, right?
Well, no, I mean,
No,
it's
no, no.
definitely
not really.
no.
It's a little different, but no, he's right though. You're right.
I'm joking, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
The
about
same-
the gameplay.
The same
Yeah.
essence. Yeah, the same essence of us having gameplay because we all play video games still. It's just that we don't do it collectively or we don't put it out in one spot in one specific location.
Mhm.
So now
I'm
It's just-
so hyped for that channel. I'm so
It's
hyped.
literally
Collectively,
just
it's gonna be
like-
so much fun to game again.
We can't really make those videos on our like some of these videos on our channel anymore, but like we just have that channel now for all solely that kind of content that people want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna so it's gonna be like everybody, right? We're all gonna be playing games.
Even the pros.
Yeah, the pros, everyone in FaZe too. It's just gonna be
Playing
like a
against the
FaZe
pros.
channel.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be fun. Honestly, I'm down to play some CS.
I'm down to play
COD,
some
I'll play
CS.
COD. Nobody freak
Will
out.
you guys be able to
Road to Kill
smash all
Cam, bring
stuff?
that back maybe,
I
but
was gonna say I'm gonna probably do
live
hide and
stream?
seek on there.
Will you guys play the
Oh,
fan?
should.
Will you guys play the
Might as well.
fans too, if you could? Like
1v1 little kids?
Oh, I'm down. I'm kind of
Dude, honestly, everything. That's the
Yeah.
thing. We will. That channel is gonna be dope because like we're literally just gonna get on, play, record, and just throw it.
yeah, we'll be able to play with ourselves, our fans, anyone.
Guests.
Oh, he's a 12-year-old. He picked play with yourself.
Laggies.
Nardane.
Nordane.
All right, so you guys kept getting bigger and bigger. You know, each time you hit a particular milestone with your size, did it feel like it can't get any bigger than this?
Did it ever feel like that was the peak for us?
Like
was
we
that the
couldn't
question?
grow more?
Peak?
Grow
Yeah, so
more.
What the heck is a peak?
The
The
peak.
highest.
No, I know what it means, but like,
that's how
you know
basically
what I'm saying? Like,
that's
we're
basically how
so
we felt.
young and like we're still
Oh.
doing so much. Like,
Ooh.
You right.
Yo.
I don't know. I don't think any of us have peaked. Any of us.
I think the sky's the limit.
But like, you know what I'm saying? It's different too, because
But there's footprints on the moon.
Okay, guys.
You're right. There are.
no, I mean like,
Aren't they
definitely.
talking about going
There's definitely
to Mars, though?
there's definitely a moment in time where like there was a definite kind of like rise in just overall social media. That was when you were making all those videos and they kept getting like over 1 million views like every couple of days.
There
Remember
was
that?
a 1 week. Oh,
That was crazy.
With the
great.
MW3
Bro, you
thumbnail?
had so much
Yeah.
juice that everybody else who was making videos at the house at the time, and I was one of those people, was getting so much juice.
That's the thing, we all juiced
making
each
videos.
other.
Yeah, exactly.
For like the whole 2 years.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, obviously, when you kind of go down a little, it feels like damn. Like remember,
shit,
remember
this
when we
is
had all
it.
those views? Remember, like it's hard sometimes to think that you're gonna get like back to that. But we all know, like all we need to do is put in the work, and
Yeah.
we'll get past that point again.
Yeah.
So I think we definitely had a really high peak, but I don't think it's like the peak. You know, I don't think it's like we'll never
Nah,
pass
not at
that
all.
again.
Bro, the thing is too, it's different now. Like, cause back then we were kind of all just working on our own stuff individually. We obviously like boost each other together, but now we're like working way more on FaZe and like,
Yeah.
dude,
There's
like,
a lot
we've
more
only
stuff-
started
really
beginning
done
for
that.
FaZe.
Yeah, there's a lot more stuff going on now that like has so much potential. Just
Yeah.
way more than anything we've ever done. So I don't think we've hit our peak, but obviously I think there's been moments at times where like, damn, like our YouTube, like we'll joke about it, like, oh, dude, we're dead, like our YouTubes are dead, because like
I think
in those weeks
this
where you
is
have like no
over.
ideas, but like in reality, I don't think any of us actually think we've hit like this, and it's only downhill.
I think that we all share like limitless mentalities. You know, we're not stopping. We're just gonna keep growing.
Always thinking, always trying to
It's always
do
up-
something.
Even if we're failing nonstop, you know, we're gonna get through it. We're gonna win.
It's gonna get crazy.
We're
Yeah.
always doing something
because
too.
we always got each other, guys. Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, though,
Seriously.
it is when you have.
So back in the day, there was this is before you guys even met each other. It was like
Yeah.
2013. You guys you're in Anaheim. You're meeting each other for the first time. I don't even think you fucking liked one another, but
Yeah.
like
Let's
take a look at some tape and
Hey.
you guys look.
Ooh, we have a video.
I got
Yeah,
it.
you guys look like.
Infinator Anaheim.
Real
We
quick,
have a video.
Wait, let's just start it. Okay,
Anyway.
let's take it back though. Before all this FaZe House stuff, this is like a year and a half before about MLG Anaheim. Teeqo, you weren't there. Rain,
I
you Rain and
wasn't
Tommy
even in
were
FaZe
there.
at that point.
Dude, this is the craziest thing ever because I remember my mom would not like. She thought all of you were 40-year-old like weird men on the internet that like were not real little kids or whatever. So when I first went to this event, I was so nervous walking. I remember I saw Tommy, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was so like, you know when you see like a celebrity and you're just like, "Oh my god, that's them in person." That's how I felt about Tommy, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like he just looked like, dude, I've been seeing his face for like 4 years.
Was this Anaheim?
Not 4 years.
Was this
like,
Anaheim 2013?
The
yeah,
first one where we all
the
met.
first
Dude,
one.
this is. I felt that way about Grizz, bro.
Yeah.
When I saw Zer Grizz,
Wait, I'm
like, yo, Mike.
me and Rain just turned 16. So
Yeah,
that's just put
literally
that into
just turned
perspective. This
16.
was over 5 years ago.
Wait,
almost.
your parents thought the rest of these guys are gonna be like
Yeah.
To Catch a Predator
Yeah.
style, like
My mom,
perverts?
my mom literally thought everyone was 40 years old and out to get me. And I'm like, Mom, it was in Anaheim. I lived around here, so I'm like, Mom, just trust me. Drop me off I was 16 years old. Mom, they're not like. She probably thought I was so dumb, but anyway, my brother dropped me off. She saw we were all normal humans. But let's watch the video. This is the first video. I think this video helped her like realize it's okay. Like
It's just a bunch
They're,
of little kids.
they're nice guys.
Am I in this one?
you're in this one.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, this is a great shot of you, Norton.
Alright guys, I just woke up and I'm about to go to MLG Anaheim, so this is going to be the beginning of a vlog. I'm going to vlog the whole time while I'm there, hopefully, so... No, I hate the way I talk. Of course you love it, I hate that.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I literally want to
I'm
punch
probably
myself in
gonna
the
meet
face
up
every
with
time I see
Fakey
myself.
and Temperrr and I don't know, Pomage and Rain and stuff right now, so... I'll let you guys know when I'm there, so...
Yep. And then here's my friend FaZe Rain. Here he comes.
So
Watch.
I got this bitch has to hurry up so he
There he is. So
Are you
cute.
gonna hurry up? He's
So
actually
this
about
is
to
like the
upload
most
his IRL,
awkward
so
shit ever because me and Rain both
when
did
you're
not like
watching
each other
this,
at this time. This was the fakest
Nobody knew what he looked like.
like
except the kids here
filming
and a few people on
relationship.
Twitter.
It's so
A few
fake.
people on Twitter,
This was
but-
so fake. We both know it too. And it's
Why?
funny.
Okay. So why
my-
didn't you guys like
my
each other? You were
subs,
way too competitive, huh?
Like
Yeah.
You wanted to
competitive and
win,
just like a
right?
long
We were
history.
really
Yeah.
competitive. So he was actually uploading his first. Rain right there was actually uploading his first ever IRL quickly. Now, when he was on his laptop, he was uploading his first ever like face reveal, and I recorded it again.
On my phone or on your
That was
phone?
my
The
phone.
capture app, I remember.
That was interesting. That was the first time we met.
All right, so New York, Long Island. When did you guys think we really like wanted to get out of here? Like wanted to move to California? Because we talked about it for a long time, but when like we really decided, like, all right, let's actually leave Long Island. Let's because like in videos we teased it for such a long time, but we didn't actually look for houses.
Yeah.
So like when we really set the foot down and we're like, yo, let's move to Cali. Let's figure this out. It was somewhat early, but it took a while for us to
Yeah,
move
it took
out.
forever. That move took way too
We're supposed to
long.
be there in June.
We're supposed to be in California before we shouldn't have even moved to Long Island.
That house hunt was interesting.
I'm glad it took as long as it did, though.
Yeah,
Because we would have ended up
found a
living in LA and it would have been sick.
We got blessed with the right house with a gated
Yeah.
community.
We all love our house.
And SB.
Nah, it's so peaceful.
Can I
The
share
weather's
one?
so great.
It's
Everybody
quiet,
there is so
calm.
nice. There's such good service. Like it's literally
great.
the
And
best place I've
we're-
ever lived in my entire life.
Yeah.
And we are also very like close friends, kind of like we don't we have our group, our house, our close
We have
friends.
a small circle.
Small, very, very small circle.
so we're not in the
we
middle of
like
everything.
chilling with just each other and not, you know.
Every time we pull up to the house, after we get past the gate and we're just driving up to the house, it's like the best vibe because you just know what's gonna happen. You're gonna be in this environment where it's just super
it's so
chill,
dope,
like
dude.
and it's
So dope.
unmatched, bro.
That's
Like,
why I
it was
walk
literally like
every
2 or
morning.
3 days ago. I was in your room late at night. It was like 3 in the morning. I was like, bro, I love coming back to the FaZe house. And we just sat there talking about it for like 5 minutes. Shit is apparently getting real now, and everything has gotten a lot bigger. And there's like money and fame involved, and cars and all the stuff that people in kind of a normal world would think is like insane, crazy. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys stay grounded? Does it get to your head? Like,
That's what's so weird because
bro,
I
yeah,
never
it's hard for me to
ever
even say
see
that.
myself
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, bro, we
I'm
all keep
just-
each other grounded. Like,
Yeah,
we're all
I'm-
just high school kids who just live together.
And it took a
just-
while
high
for all
school
of us, you know what I mean? Like, we've been getting, like, for example, I know it was just, like, getting recognized in Call of Duty, but we've been getting, like, recognized in Call of Duty in a little bit since we were, like, 14, 15. Well, for me,
Yeah.
14, 15, 16, so it's, like, we're kind of used
It's
to
been
it.
a long time.
And they're just gradually
Doesn't
becoming
really get
more.
to it, yeah.
But you had a crazy moment at VidCon where you guys were like swarmed by thousands
not
of
there.
people.
That was Alex.
Yeah, that was wild. No, I was there too.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, that was crazy
wasn't
when we
there.
got swarmed at VidCon. Like
Yeah.
this is Rug got swarmed, absolutely swarmed. Rice got swarmed. We got swarmed. That was the first time when I was like, oh my God, there's just so many people. There's
Logic
like
show for
literally
me.
waves of people.
No, me and Rain always talk about it. Like, just because I don't really get swarmed. I mean, that happened to me once at like a mall, and I was like, oh my God, it was too much for me. I was by myself, and I just got attacked. But me and Rain always talk about it because like we'll go anywhere, like most random spots, random states, random country.
I have a
We'll
story
see
too for
someone.
that.
And we're just like, where do they come from? Like, they're literally, like, I don't, like you guys said, I don't think like, oh, we're famous. Obviously, we have a lot of followers and stuff, but I don't think about it like that. I just think of like, dude, it's mind blowing that there's so many kids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Me and Rain, especially, we always talk about this because like we'll just see someone and we just know, like, they're they're a FaZe
instantly.
fan.
Oh yeah, totally.
And
got the
I don't know,
fan
it's
vision.
cool. It's dope. I used to be when we first started getting recognized. I used to like try to hide, like in public. If I'd see a kid like look at me, I'd like, I wouldn't want them to come up. But now, I think we all embraced it. Like, it's dope.
Yeah,
I think it's super
Dude,
cool.
I remember 2 years ago, it was my first time going to Europe, and I went to Voss in Norway, and it's like these mountains in Norway. So like super like random, private, like, you know, not a lot of people live there, and I was just going around like Snapchatting and stuff like wherever I went because it was so beautiful. And some kid came up to me running, like he was sweating. He's like, "Yo, I've been following your Snapchats trying to find you. Like, can I get a picture?"
That's crazy.
That
I got
happens to
some
me at
crazy
like
stories
sporting
like that,
events too. I'll Snapchat my seats and like kids just come up and I'm just like,
Yeah, because they see like ish where you're sitting
Yeah.
and they like find you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I think we're about to hop in a Skype call with Talia.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to be talking to you guys.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Happy to be
I've
talking to you.
never
We're happy to
imagined
have
this
you on the
would
show.
happen.
No, dude, thank you. We're happy to talk to you. You have a question for us?
Yeah, so my question is, what other job can you realistically imagine yourself doing if YouTube wasn't a thing?
Norden, do you want to take this
No,
one?
no. My answer is not PG.
That's a good question. Because she said realistically.
Police officer.
We all have like
Yeah.
we all have jobs that we would have liked to do, like a dream like career, I guess, other than this. But realistic job, what do you guys think?
Yes.
Realistic job, but like I'm not about that, you know, like personally. What do you mean? No, like if I wasn't doing FaZe or anything like that, I would just pursue something that I'm super passionate about, like you know, like something
Well,
creative wise. I can't work somewhere 9 to 5 or anything like that. Like that's not me. Like I'm not gonna spend my time doing it. I'll live with my mom or whoever I need to live with to like figure it out on my own, like for real.
So what else would you want to do? Music, you think?
Yeah, music's dope. I like music.
I don't. Dude, that's such art. Cause I like you. I can't picture myself working like going to school. Like my friends are in college. Like I can't. I don't think I could focus. Like I don't think I could sit down and sit in a class for 3 hours.
Dude,
like,
no chance.
My brain
No.
can't. So I don't know what
Yeah.
I would do. But I would honestly, realistically, I would have been in school right now, and I wasn't a major in business. I don't know what I would have done, but I would still probably be in college trying to figure out what.
That's
the F I'm
crazy.
doing.
You can still do the school shit? Like, I'd probably just be an Uber driver. Like, because you don't need school for that, right? You just,
true.
dude, I almost signed up the other day by accident. I clicked be a driver, and they started the process of like, yeah, maybe, you know. But
It's kind of a hard question to answer, honestly, because I feel like at one point when we were all younger, we all kind of thought of getting jobs that would make us the most money, and we were kind of just like chasing the money. But after
That's
like,
not true.
well, I mean, I don't know. Okay,
Whoa, fam.
I'm speaking for myself. Like,
Yeah.
when I was younger, that's like what I would think about. I'd be like,
That's why
okay, I
everyone's
gotta
like,
make a
doctor.
job. I gotta make a job that'll give me a
Yeah.
lot of money. Like, that's where my head was at. But then after doing this whole YouTube thing and just creating for a couple years and really seeing that you can really do what you're passionate about, and if you can blend that and make money off that, that'd be dope. So I guess if I was still that young person trying to chase after the money, I'd be like a businessman of some sort. I'd go into business. If not, music. The fact that definitely.
Which is
100%.
cool because you're kind of doing that now.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's the best thing in the world.
I
I don't
think-
need anything else except for music. Nothing else.
I think unfortunately I might have been stuck at that grocery store or some shit.
Still?
But I'm also the same way as you, Tommy. Like I always try to have like a hobby, pursue something I really enjoy doing.
times two.
100%.
But I'm not sure if I would have been successful with it. But I would have had something 100% on the side. It could have been music as well because I did produce.
You did do music.
Yeah,
I
though.
did.
Teeqo
I
did
did
music.
produce and DJ, so I would have probably done that. But I'm not sure if I would have been successful and had it as a job. So I would probably possibly been at the grocery
I
store. So
wish.
never school. Never.
I don't know
ever,
about you
ever
guys,
school.
but I wish there was like an
Yeah.
alternate universe and I could see what I would have done because I'm so
Bro.
curious. That question, I wish I could see what I would have.
Yeah.
Because I really have no idea.
Or if you made a baseball team.
No, dude, thank
didn't
God I
join
didn't make
FaZe.
the baseball team. They started throwing way too fast, dude. There's
Dude, I didn't.
90
I
miles per
remember-
hour coming
I
at my
remember-
freaking head. I don't want that.
Yo, I remember being in high school and thinking like, yo, like as I graduated to, like, you know, I became a junior and then a senior, like I still didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Like I didn't know if I wanted to go to college or whatever, but like all that I cared about was making YouTube videos and working on FaZe and like doing all that stuff, because like that was just like what I naturally gravitated towards. So whatever I feel, that's my answer. Like, you know, whatever I just naturally.
Yeah.
I like that.
Curiously, Talia, when you just look at us and see us in like videos and like who we are, what would you think we would do if we did not make videos?
Give us something
like,
for each of us.
Just like
Off the top of your
curiosity
head.
out of like how you
Like, what would I think
basically.
you guys would do?
Each person.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
job?
Top of your head.
You
What
just hit her
job
with
would
a
be
Each
hard
your
person?
ass question, dog?
Okay.
What would Teeqo be doing right now if he wasn't a YouTuber? Just look
Oh
at
my
him.
God.
When you look at him, what do you think he'd be doing?
Swedish translator.
A model.
I suck
Yeah,
model,
you'd be
yeah.
Calvin
I
Klein
sucked at
model.
English
Actually,
before I met you
Teeqo,
guys.
his Instagram's great, though.
Ooh.
I think he could pull
Wait,
him
what?
off.
You
What?
said your Instagram's great.
Your
Yeah.
Instagram's
Oh.
pop. You're a Calvin Klein underwear model
is.
in your
So
second
we
life.
answered for her, but Teeqo would be a model. Me and Rain
Well-
always say it.
What about Lucas? What do you think?
Okay, this one's hard.
What's going on, Talia? What you think about?
I don't know. Okay, like, I want you to keep doing your music, but like, if I had to like picture something that you would do,
Say something funny.
honestly, I have no idea. This is like
Clown.
really hard.
That is a hard question.
No, it's a hard question.
Sorry, Talia. Yo, he would work at a
That's what I already thought. A
at a
sloth thing?
zoo and just working
Yeah.
with sloths.
Working
all
at a
day.
That's what it was in my head.
Yo, I'm
I
down.
could definitely see you
Deadass.
working at a zoo.
A sloth
Deadass.
curator.
Yeah, man.
Just working at a zoo, taking
Yeah.
care of sloths.
I think so.
Fuck yeah.
Tommy? What would Tommy do?
Yeah, what would I be doing?
Tommy?
What do you think?
All right. Well, you're tall, so like, you guys are all tall, but I know like you're
all of
very.
us?
Yeah, we're all very
All of
tall.
us?
Well, Apex.
Did I hear all of us?
Sorry about that.
You heard that correct, Blue Ray. Teeqo, what are you
Wait,
smiling
what-
about? We're
what's
the
ro-
same
that's what I'm
height.
saying,
What-
No, I'm a
What
little
did
bit taller.
What did Roman last get a tattoo of?
You mean if his face to have an unhappy face?
No, I'm thinking Apex is short.
Anyways,
is short. You did get Apex is short tatted on his arm, bro. No way.
These are really hard.
Yeah,
hard.
that's
Yo,
a hard question.
I'm gonna hit you with my suggestion. I think you would be like a karate or a jiu-jitsu
what I
instructor.
did.
You would
Swear to
be-
God.
You would be a sensei.
tell me.
Whoa. Yeah. I love kicking kids' asses.
Cut
On the
cut.
side.
Rain.
Pause.
Me? What do you think? What you working with?
All
So
right.
happy and
Well, you
jolly.
have good style in cars, so definitely like an Uber driver. You
Ah,
gotta do
let's
like
go.
music and
I'm about
cars
it.
for, like,
I'm about
You'd
it.
be such a good Uber driver. I
Yo,
swear to
Nord,
God.
you'd be
Nord,
so
he-
good.
everyone
I give
would-
you 5
Bro, I
stars.
just trolled him. They say take me to
Everyone would
McDonald's. We're going to
love-
Burger King.
I got
Everyone
you with the
would love
5 stars,
driving
bro.
with you.
I
Like,
know,
we'd have
but-
so much
but-
fun.
but
You would
here's-
definitely have a social job like that. Like,
Yeah.
we just talk.
But
to
here's the
people.
question: would you hook people up with waters and stuff?
Oh,
And
of
the
course.
aux
Bro,
cord.
I'm telling you, I already like know what I would do. Candies in the back, like
Nice.
I had everything.
Aux
Blankets
cord,
too, if it gets
Bluetooth?
cold, like whatever they want, dude. I already got you.
Everything. I can see that. You definitely have a social job. Make people happy.
Oh, what about Apex?
I wish I could text
Alright.
Talia what to
Don't
say for
like
Apex.
don't get too offended.
That's
Yeah,
all.
Apex.
please,
This is just like what came into my mind.
Do it.
Okay.
This is
Do
awesome.
it.
I can't
Roast
wait.
him.
I feel like you'd be like someone who holds the door, like at a hotel.
Like an elevator person?
An elevator?
You just click.
Mhm.
All right.
You just hold the door.
Hey,
and
dude,
stuff.
someone's got to do it.
I'll take it.
That's you.
Mhm.
Whatever.
For free.
Would you give me a good tips at least?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I'd give you like $2.
Yo,
If I had any.
$2?
That would be so funny if you were just like that dude that companies hired whenever they were having a sale and you stand down in front of their warehouse or whatever and go, free.
Oh, that'd be a good sale. I would. All right, I'll take it. Could have been worse, I guess. Thanks, Talia. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on
It's
the
so
show.
nice talking to you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Don't
so
you play
much.
basketball player?
Yeah,
Basketball
that
player?
works too. Yeah.
Apex basketball
Slam
player.
dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
he's
dunk
definitely got the
Apex
height.
Thomas. Ooh.
Ooh. All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you,
Have a
Talia.
great show.
Talia,
Talia, you're
Bye.
awesome. Take care.
Have a good day.
Peace
out, guys. Thank
Later.
Bye.
Right now, I think recently all of us kind of got motivated again to just go hard again. Why do you guys think, like, what made you guys like, all right, let's do this? Like, I don't know. For me, I just like, because now we have a lot more like stuff like this podcast. We're getting a lot more stuff
Yeah.
set up. We just see so much opportunity now, and we're just like, dude, we have to. Like, we know what we can do
Yeah.
together potentially, and now we're all working together so much. I don't know. Like, for me, there's just like so much we could do. Like, dude, we'd be so dumb if we didn't.
Yeah, I mean, we all know the opportunity we have in front of us, and especially now we have a much stronger team around us,
Yeah.
and everybody's on the same page and just trying to move fast every single day and not slack, because like we have a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, this is rare. Like, we're all super blessed. Like, We know what we have in front of us. We're not gonna slip.
But you're taking your size and your influence, and while you'll always be gamers, like you're into designing cool merch. Like you got headsets coming out, you got dope clothes coming out. You're gonna be doing collabs with celebs. You're making new sick content. And then you got like Phase 5, which is going to be huge, obviously, which is coming out. And like, tell me about all this new hot stuff you guys are doing.
So we're just working on a lot of different things all at once. Like we've always been that way, but now that's like we have so much more on our plate.
Way more. Are we about to spill the beans on what we've been up to?
We have a lot. Let's just give some examples. Like what?
FaZe and Furious.
That's one.
FaZe and Furious. That's like the first time we ever did one of those production things. Yeah, this of course.
Yeah,
we got.
If anybody doesn't know what FaZe and the Furious is, we did like 2-day shoot. We took all our cars out. We did some crazy stuff. Like it's like our first like show basically that we did. Yeah. And we have another show potentially coming up, right?
Yeah.
Phase 5.
Yeah, Phase 5.
Talk about it a little bit. I mean, not too much, but Phase 5. Everyone that always, if you want to join Phase, you join through Phase 5.
That's the way.
We've done it twice
these days,
and the third one's gonna be the biggest, obviously. But I don't know.
And it's not like the last last 3 years we haven't wanted to do it. Of course we wanted to do it, but it's just been pretty complicated. Who was the last recruit for FaZe? Like it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Like who was the last person that we recruited? Do you guys even
I think
remember?
it's editors.
Nah, but as a player, as a YouTuber.
Yeah, not counting the pro players.
Dude,
shit, I can't even.
That's a long.
It's been a long.
It's been like 2 years, honestly. I can't even remember.
No, I don't know. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure.
My bad.
There's a lot.
Sorry.
We've just been trying to like work on ourselves and like figure this stuff out. Like we'll
together
work on the vision for where we want to go, and now we have
need
a much
establish that.
Yeah,
we need to establish what we
now
stand for.
because what we realized, like after we used to recruit a lot, right? But what we realized is the people we were recruiting was like not all of them are really on the same page as we were.
And some people
and, like,
we'd
recruit people, and literally a week later we'd never hear from them again.
Yeah,
like people just got to FaZe and they just stopped
because they felt like they reached the top and it's like okay now
what?
Now exactly.
That's honestly why I think
now?
we stopped recruiting as much, and then we're like, all right, we need to figure out what we want to do. That took us a couple of years, right? And then now that we know what we want to do, we need to find people that have the same like mindset and vision as us. So that's why.
Phase 5 is
and same morals.
Ridiculous.
We're pretty big on that.
But now like recruits are gonna be way more special because like if we bring someone in, it's because we know they're gonna fit what we want to do perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should announce right now too that Phase 5 is going to be way different than
it's like
in the past.
it's like the old Phase 5.
It's definitely not going to be just Call of Duty clips this time.
Yeah, Phase 5 is going to be.
It's going to be the ultimate recruitment challenge. And it's going to be on TV.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not going to just be a Twitter challenge. It's going to be like an 8-week televised reality show. Like this thing is going to be so big. Like Phase 5 is going to take FaZe Clan to the stratosphere.
Oh yeah, the stratosphere.
I'm trying to hit the stratosphere later.
You guys down to jump out of the stratosphere?
Wait,
like
there's not going to be a clan tag?
No clan tag.
Free-for-all lobbies are okay.
Hey, but honestly though, who knows? We might recruit someone from Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's the thing. For all of them,
could be a part of it.
Call of Duty. There might be a Call of Duty YouTuber that we recruit. There might be a
girl in there, maybe.
A girl.
Who
a
knows?
Call of Duty YouTuber.
Might recruit a female.
There might
a girl.
be
We
maybe
have
a basketball
could be
player.
anything.
Yeah, we do have one, but we can get more.
Lucky.
What?
Nothing.
I was reading school.
So would you guys say you're building a brand now, like something that can last well into the future? That's beyond just your collective efforts. That's FaZe as a group. Like you guys are doing stuff together because you want to build something that is going to last into the future. That's all you guys together.
No, that's like the biggest, when you were talking about like FaZe 3.0 whatever, that's the biggest kind of shift mentally for all of us, is at a certain point we were all kind of just working on our own things and just making ourselves as big, or like whatever vision we had for just ourselves personally we wanted to achieve. And then we all kind of came together a few months ago maybe, and we sat down and we all talked about what we really want to do for the next few years, what we want to invest our time to. And we all agreed that like we want to make FaZe as big and as dope and as I don't want to say powerful, but just
vibrant.
Vibrant. I'm gonna go with that word. Vibrant as we can possibly do. And the only way to do that is to do it collectively and to come together as a collective and really work on this thing together as a group, because we know when we come together we just do dope shit.
You guys seem to have taken like this giant step forward now that you've got this massive fan base. You're making this premium content. You've got all of this new merchandise coming out. You know, is this sort of like the culmination of all of the effort that you guys have put in over the years to turn FaZe Clan into this massive juggernaut?
Yeah,
I mean, Jimmy, you kind of just said it right.
Yeah.
That was pretty on point.
Exactly.
That was pretty on point.
That's
like it's like the rebirth of FaZe Clan. Like we've been just like trying to figure out exactly how we want to just do everything. There's so many different parts of FaZe that we can, just work on, and so we've been doing that this whole time.
Yeah.
You guys have a FaZeClan.com is going to be coming out, which is basically going to be the front door for the brand. It's going to be selling all new merchandise, cool clothes, electronics, headsets. It's really going to be the sort of creative rebirth of the merchandise aspect of the brand.
Oh, 100%.
FaZeClan.com.
Dude, I've seen like the presentation of the clothing, and it's
crazy.
so dope.
Yeah.
Like we've been talking about, we want to get new clothing for a while, but again, like finally everything's falling into place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's about time.
Yeah,
It's about time to do this and just like show you guys everything, because the clothing looks dope.
And
The
like,
shows that we're doing, like FaZe and the Furious, are dope.
yeah, exactly.
That's why we're here right now, because we're actually doing stuff.
Yo, huge shout out to like the people that help us do
Our
this. Like
team is the
our team is incredible.
They
Like
are the best.
we are doing kind of the exact same thing that we've always been doing, but the only reason why everything's elevated to the next level is because of the people around us. Like,
Yeah.
Another crazy
we
thing
wouldn't be
is
able to do this without them.
it's elevated to us, but like the public can't see it yet. But it's all about to just hit everything. Like
Yeah.
everything's about to
Yeah.
just go off, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
Good time of the year too.
Now that you've turned into this massive thing, you have this opportunity to do all these new exciting things. Better, cooler content. Launching FaZeClan.com, merchandise store. There's going to be clothes, headsets, electronics, all this cool stuff. You're doing meetups and a tour in 2018. Is this all about giving 100% to the fans? Is this what we can expect from the future of FaZe Clan?
I think the biggest difference for us is just doing more stuff collectively. I know we keep talking about it, but just the whole thing of actually coming together as FaZe, not just FaZe members.
Yeah.
Or like FaZe Clan as like
Because we've been pretty
collectively
divided,
coming-
honestly.
Yeah.
For the history of us, we've always just kind of worried about our own channels. You know what I mean? Because it honestly was kind of hard at the time for FaZe to like work on FaZe videos back then. It was like a little bit harder to do that. So we always focus on our own channels. But now we realize that the best thing for us to do and the best way to keep everything consistent is to do it together. You know what I mean? Because like, for example, if I don't want to work on my channel, we can all work collectively on FaZe and no one really drops the ball. And even if someone does, there's more people to pick them back up. You know
And
what I
it's
mean?
also important for you guys to turn this thing into a media brand versus like having a collective of individuals, because then you can define the DNA and the identity of what FaZe Clan stands for and start bringing in new young pups into the organization that you can school.
Yeah, because that's how it was in the beginning when we first started doing this. It was just all of us collectively putting together these awesome highlights with dope music behind it, and that was our thing, and we did that so well. And like the feeling that I felt back then to when we were putting out videos, like I haven't felt that in a long time. It's personally like you guys have been making videos more recently, longer than I have, but back then, like I just remember like there was no feeling like waiting for the next ElCam to drop. Like I want something like that again. I want to feel.
And the hype and people like being excited and finding the best shot and like it being edited and seeing previews in the Skype chat and like it was the best. Like the FaZe Skype chats back in the days, like I would just wake up in Sweden being so like behind, scrolling through, seeing what everyone talked about, being like, "Yo, good morning, guys! Like I'm up now."
Dude, that's
you guys were still
so
up.
dope.
We played early in the morning. I played with
Yo,
you guys
Skype.
mad late, or I was up mad late, and you guys were still early night because the time difference was
Bro,
crazy.
this used to be so hype.
We used
It
to all
was-
be in the chat.
Bro,
I forgot about Skype, bro.
The FaZe Skype chat was legendary.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to
And bro,
be
the
in
FaZe
this chat.
Dropbox, when I got in there, oh my god, I was just in there watching everyone's episode.
Wait, tell me about the FaZe Skype.
Shit, bro, I forgot about all that.
Tell me about the FaZe Skype channel.
all
What
ju-
was legendary about
It's all
it?
just
It
the,
was
the exclusivity of it, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
like
Like,
exclusivity.
At that time,
Dude, wow.
the
You blew
Call
my
of Duty
mind right
community
there.
was super like exclusive, and being a part of FaZe was so dope. Like, if you were in that community and you were a part of FaZe, you were the star
You were the
football
coolest kid
player
on
in high
Xbox.
school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was back then. And to be in the FaZe Skype chat is like, it's crazy. Like people, I remember when I was in the bigger like Obey chat or whatever, the bigger teams. Like when somebody got added to the FaZe chat or somebody was in it, they'd be like, "Yo guys, I'm in the FaZe chat. I'm in the FaZe chat. Like I can see what everybody's saying. Like it's absolutely
No,
crazy.
It's
that's
actually
how it
no,
was.
like
That's so. I forgot about that,
everyone
bro.
wanted to be in the Skype
That
chat.
chat was like you said, like it was just all of us are from all around the world.
Would always just
and we just come in the
talk.
morning. Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, like
Yeah.
and just link each videos.
Back
just
from
talk.
school, linking clips. Oh, I hit this.
That's why we were all dude.
Six man.
It's like I talked to Zimmer recently, right?
Yeah.
Who hasn't been in FaZe for a couple years, and I was just talking, I'm like, oh my god, like I forgot, like I love this kid. I felt so close to him, and then I realized it's probably because of that. Like we used to all talk so
Skype chat was
much.
popping. We would always be in it, just talk.
It's imagine like a group chat on your phone all day.
Yeah,
like, that's
and
how
then
the Skype
hackers
like,
ruined
that was
it
like
for
back
us.
in the days.
Yep.
Yeah, hackers would.
They start getting
always
hacked
hack.
left and right. We're like,
Yeah,
all right, we're
chat.
done with Skype.
Yo,
Skype.
real quick on the topic of ElCams, I wanted to say this, but then we moved into a different topic. It's super, like, not trippy for me, but it's just, I feel like a lot different from you guys because I was a huge FaZe fan, like, when all those videos were dropping. And from, like, a content perspective, I've never been more entertained by content in my entire life than when FaZe was posting montages every single day. The number one thing I would do the highlight of my day every single day was getting home from school and watching the newest FaZe video, the newest montage. And like I would sit down, a little food, whatever, and it'd be the
Bro, we
dopest
used to have so many uploads. It would be annoying being in FaZe because you couldn't upload for like 3 weeks because you had to wait for someone else's episode.
Isn't that crazy? I remember that. The waiting list.
Seabass back then.
It.
With the upload schedule. He would always move it around and change.
I'd be hyped when my episode would go up too. Like I'd check
Bro,
that shit
but
all
you
day.
guys were in like high school, so it must have sucked. You'd like wait till class was over in order to log in.
I'd be in class just doodling logos all day, just thinking about what I want to be doing later, like with FaZe or with the YouTube
Did you see my
channel.
Snapchat the other day? I put up I have a book from when I was literally like 13 or 14, and I literally just wrote FaZe Rain everywhere in there.
No
and it's so old. It's from like 3 years before I was in FaZe. Literally.
That's awesome.
You engrave that everywhere.
Literally, it's everywhere in that book. Just FaZe Rain, FaZe Rainer, FaZe Rains, just writing a bunch of different
dude,
gamer
it's
texts.
crazy because like you can't.
FaZe
Like, we
Holvard.
could talk about it all day, but we can never explain the feeling of like being a part of that whole thing.
Like being
If
a
you
part
were
of
a part
FaZe
of
back
it,
in the
you
day
know.
was
not even
so...
just FaZe, not even just the community. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
It
that's
was
why
so different.
You
It was
can talk
so
to random
special.
people on the street that play like, and you just have that connection. Like I don't know, you can't explain it.
Talk to me about FaZe versus FaZe, this really cool LG program that you guys are involved
I was just
with.
about to bring that up. That's so
LG.
funny. Like that's so funny you just said that. But we just had a 5v5 like exhibition match with our Overwatch team, and we were playing Lawbreakers with LG. And this was our first time ever playing like on stage FaZe versus FaZe. So this is like first experience for me and Teeqo, as well as the Overwatch team. But I had a blast, man. I don't know about you. I had so much fun playing on stage, dude, and just like we had our fans like watching us right there at the esports arena in Santa Ana. And then after I think like a little bit after the first few matches, we ended up playing with the fans on stage. We had some fans come up and it was just like three of our pros and then 2 of us and then fans, and yeah, it was a good time.
Dude, I'm so hyped to start working with LG. I think LG is so dope. Like being a part of this whole YouTube gaming world, I've learned a lot about business as well, a lot. And I love when like you work with a company that's not just, creates a dope product and represents themselves dope in that whole world, but if they're just like a dope company that wants to do dope stuff and create, it's awesome, man.
And respects what you guys are doing.
Exactly,
which
that
is
too.
Really important.
And they see like value in us and believe in us. Like that's so, and you meet so few companies, so few like people in the business money world that get it, and then just believe in that stuff in that way, and it's not don't just see like the monetary aspect of it. I don't know, it's dope. I'm just hyped to work with them.
All right, so
LG sounds
speaking
like a
of
dope ass company.
So speaking of esports here, I'm hearing potential for new teams popping up. Maybe a FIFA team, NBA 2K, Madden, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League. What would you guys be most psyched about?
A Smash player.
I was just about to say
Yes.
a Smash Bro. I want a Smash Bro. My bro who smashed.
We play Super Smash Bros. Probably, I don't know. You've been playing a lot of 2K recently, but like more than any game.
No, when
in
we're
the
all
past few
together,
months,
yeah.
like Super Smash Bros. Is that
A few
game.
months.
We
It's
could
been like
sit
2
there-
years straight.
We could sit there for hours every day and just play and just it wouldn't
And
get
the
bored at
competitive
all.
scene is like ridiculous
Yeah,
for that.
Dude,
It's the most hype.
I kind of
Tell me about hype.
I'm hyped to get in these sports games.
FIFA
stoked.
and like 2K.
Yeah,
FIFA just had a
2K.
really big tournament for like, I don't know, the first player got like 250K or
That's
something.
dope.
It's like a really good.
2K2 is cool because
Yeah.
NBA
Everybody-
teams
yo,
are getting involved.
yeah,
Like
NBA
NBA teams are having like people rep their like. For example, let's say we had a team like the Lakers, like they'd be under the Lakers. Like
That's so dope.
Yeah. But
It's
the
cool.
sports
What do you only
game,
play with the Lakers too?
yeah, Lonzo Ball.
It's
Yo,
cool
but
because it's gonna merge like gaming and the sports world. Like once those sports games come,
because a lot of these athletes play so many games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many of them.
and
Press
not
I feel
even
like
and not
most
even just the
athletes
athletes, but just like random people, like just people that, like everybody that you know in high school, probably like half of them played 2K or
No,
FIFA.
for sure, for
Like,
sure.
Everybody plays 2K and FIFA. Like those sports
Bro,
games.
because they're all
or
like
Madden,
linked. They're all like linked.
It's
Like
the
gaming,
same.
music.
It's the same thing.
Are Wait, can you see me?
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the car now.
He made
in
it
the
out the
car.
bathroom.
School out? Is
You're-
school over today?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Nice.
Yo, can you see us like clearly, or can you just like kind of see us?
Wait, I could kind of see ya.
You know, it's kind of weird because I can see you so clearly, dude. I
Yeah,
feel like
you're
right with
blowing
me.
up on the TV right now. I see everything
Yeah,
about
yeah.
you.
Wait, you're not driving.
Whoa.
You're not
Who's that?
driving and Skyping, are you?
no.
No, I'm
he
in
would
parking,
never,
parking
dude.
right now.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
What's your question you have for us?
All right. So my question was, what are your plans for the upcoming year, and what are you gonna do to achieve them?
Okay. Who wants to take that?
Good question.
Are we talking
I
like
think that's a Teeqo question.
personally or like with
Teeqo
the
question?
FaZe?
I mean,
no,
it could
I'll go
be-
for it.
I think we
Personally,
should,
or-
since we've been talking about like
Or for the
the
team.
collective phase,
Yeah,
let's talk
like-
about the plans for phase.
Yeah, like plans for FaZe, or just in general, like what we decided to do is just do more stuff together, like this, like FaZe and Furious, just like bigger projects collectively.
Like more high
have more-
production
yeah,
stuff. Like
high production
together.
with our home team, but especially the main thing is to not being so focused on our own channels, but to kind of like come together and do it more collectively as a FaZe house, like all of the bros, you know.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like one of the main plans, and then to do it, I guess
Just gonna work our
we
asses
just gotta
off.
work hard.
work, and then we have
Gotta
our-
not be lazy
yeah.
and put in work together. And we gotta always
Together.
remind each other that's time.
Put in work like who?
ASAP Ferg.
There it is. There it is.
They got me. I was a little lost there.
Yeah.
Elian, what do you want to see the guys do?
I don't know.
At least he didn't say.
What do you?
play Call of
What do
Duty.
you?
Yeah.
That's
Imagine
the
he's like,
generic-
play COD. Get out of there.
I mean, maybe play some COD. World War II is coming out.
Yeah.
but
World War
dude.
that
II
could
looks
be
pretty
that
dope.
could be in the plans, but we got a
Yeah,
lot
maybe
bigger
stream.
Stream, okay.
What
don't
would you
have
want
the
to see us
internets.
do to keep growing?
Keep growing.
Milk.
I guess.
Milk
Just
does
make
your body good.
good videos, good vibes, everything.
Hell yeah, good vibes is definitely important.
Yeah, so I
major
don't know.
key.
One of the
Or-
like we said, we have a lot of high production stuff we want to do,
Like FaZe
like
and
the
Furious.
Phase 5 thing. But one thing we already did, we already talked about it a little bit. It was the Phase and Furious thing,
Yes.
which is gonna come out hopefully pretty soon in the next couple months.
We also did
Weeks.
the paintball thing. That was dope.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
but we have plans to kind of revive gaming as well for Phase.
Yeah, because we already all of us play video games like pretty much
We smash
daily.
every
like,
day. Or
we-
play Smash every day.
This dude's there, we smash every day.
Oh,
Now,
Smash Bros,
I
come
think
on.
what you were about to say, Apex, is that we're gonna start up a FaZe gaming channel, and it's gonna be a dope ass channel
Collective gaming.
where everybody in FaZe is gonna post gaming videos. So like the pro players are gonna post highlights and gameplay of what they're doing, and then whoever YouTubers, any COD players that only play COD, go for clips, whatever. It's gonna be a channel that like every day there's gonna be a new gaming video from somebody in FaZe.
Elian, if you could see any person come on this podcast with us, let's say for the next episode,
Yeah.
who would you choose?
That's a good final question. I like that.
We need your
Wait, so it's
anybody,
Anyone?
anybody,
If we could
anybody
pick
in the
someone to
world.
have on
any
this
celebrity,
podcast.
athlete, anybody. If you want to see for the next episode, we were to bring
Um,
anyone, who would it be?
John Cena.
this is probably really crazy, but maybe Logic.
Hey,
That'd be cool.
Bobby.
That's
That
actually
would be dope.
realistic.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
They're all realistic. Conor McGregor's coming. Actually, I was texting him earlier, and he said he's no.
And
but
Obama.
Logic, okay, for sure. Anybody else? Any other top 3? Logic. Give us 2 more. We gotta make the
Alright.
list.
This is a really crazy one. Messi.
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 Ooh,
Yeah.
imagine.
Does he
He
know
doesn't
English?
speak English. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he speaks English.
We'll have to learn Spanish.
Talking
first?
about Messi and
I'll do
football
my best.
stuff,
Speak
we
Spanish,
should.
right?
I'll do my best.
Okay. You do your best.
Yeah.
Okay. Last guy. Who else? Messi. Logic. Come on, say yourself.
All right, yeah, myself.
Yeah, there you
Hey.
go. That's
Ooh.
it. All right.
All right,
cool.
thanks, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much,
Yo,
man.
thank you so
Nice
much.
talking to you.
Have a good one, man. Take
Peace
care.
out, man.
Be easy, bro.
So, phase up.
Phase up.
Peace
Peace
out.
out, homie.
I hope you guys enjoyed the first official podcast for FaZe Clan.
That was fun.
We certainly enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was actually a lot of fun. And guys, I mean, we just asked Elian, but if you guys have anybody you'd like to see
Yeah,
join us
leave a
on this,
comment.
let us know in the comments.
Comment or
Any-
everyone tweet whatever input you have on the show.
Exactly. Any
using
questions
hashtag
you guys
FaZe
wanna
Clan.
Any
ask.
feedback at all, questions,
Yes.
yeah, but
Hashtag
also
FaZeCast.
people you want to see on. No, but there was a lot of fun, and I'm excited to keep doing this every week.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Hopefully,
fun.
Same.
hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as we do.
Yes,
because that was
Get the
fun.
please
sprinter skirt
actually
out
like
here.
please
Mhm.
tweet us, leave input in both comments and tweet us. So because I'm very curious to see what you guys want to see in the up and coming one,
And if
who
you
you want to
enjoyed
see
it.
on it, and if you just enjoyed it, if you actually enjoyed sitting down and watching us just talk.
Yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please drop a like. We'll a letter.
We'll be
Yeah,
back
we'll
later.
see you later.
We'll
back
see
next
you.
week.
We'll see
Yeah.
a bit later next week.
A bit
And,
more
uh,
later.
We'll see you guys on the next podcast.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Take care, everyone.
thanks for
Phase
watching.
up.
Out. up.